Dr. Ian Malcolm is well known as one of the Jurassic Park franchise's greatest characters. Appearing in 3, but soon to be 4 of the 6 films in the series, he was also a major point of interest in the last entry, Fallen Kingdom, where the United States government actually requested his advisement on whether or not they should go to Isla Nublar and relocate the dinosaurs to another safe location. Well, recently on Universal Studios' new Velocicoaster ride of all things, Ian Malcolm makes another appearance, this time teasing his point of view and role in next year's newest entry in the series, Jurassic World Dominion. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we're going to be going over a pretty cool Easter egg that's been hidden inside of Universal's Velocicoaster ride. Just before guests actually get to the coaster itself, they can look around at a few immersive props. And some of those props, actually several, happen to be a series of books that major characters in the Jurassic Park franchise have written. Now the first one here that's probably going to make a lot of 1993 fans smile is the inclusion of Alan Grant's book, Dinosaur Detectives, which is actually the same one that Tim Murphy kept annoying Grant about in the first movie. Now there's some other interesting books included in the ride as well, such as Planting the Past by Dr. Ellie Sattler, who happens to be a paleobotanist and not a paleontologist, as she's often confused for. There's also a book called Beyond Dinosaurs, The Future of Fossilized Genomes by Candido Rodriguez, Rediscovering Dinosaurs by Dr. Ezra Perez, and The Basic DNA of Paleontology by Professor Jay Prince. However, it is Ian Malcolm's book that is given the most attention to, seeing as it's actually turned to face the guests instead of merely being situated side by side like all the others. And that new book happens to be titled How the World Will End. So why would Dr. Malcolm write a book with that name? And more importantly, how does he think the world will actually end? Well, seeing as he's not only back in Jurassic World Dominion, but said to be a major character appearing throughout the whole film, I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot of him and his wild ramblings of chaos in the next movie in just 1 year's time. But even if we just look back at 2018's Fallen Kingdom, it becomes abundantly clear that the chaotician is absolutely not a fan of saving any dinosaurs. And he even makes several ominous warnings in his courtroom scenes that includes dialogue lifted directly from the Michael Crichton novel, saying dire things such as change is like death. You don't know what it looks like until you're standing at the gates. Now, at the end of Fallen Kingdom, Malcolm made it pretty clear that it was his opinion that the unleashing of dinosaurs on the mainland would bring about an inevitable conflict between man and the artificially created animals cloned by InGen. Well, several other people have suggested that this would simply be a minor inconvenience to mankind and that we could easily overtake and kill any opposing numbers they could create. Dr. Malcolm has always theorized that this is man playing directly into the hands of hubris. It's also an eerily similar argument brought up by Dr. Henry Wu in the original Jurassic Park, where the geneticist and John Hammond assured the guests that with their advancements in cutting-edge scientific technology, that there would be no way that the dinosaurs could breed or break out or cause any sort of threat. In fact, there's this whole scene in the hatchery in Jurassic Park 1 where they talk about just that. Dr. Wu assures everyone that, oh, we control the dinosaurs' chromosomes. There's no way that these things are going to be able to breed. And what happens in Jurassic Park due to man being so high on himself, for lack of a better term?
John, the kind of control you're attempting is it's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is.
Anyways, now that Ian Malcolm is returning full force in Jurassic World Dominion, I think his arguments on control and the lack of humility being shown in nature are going to once again be at the forefront of the film, only this time on a much bigger scale. How the World Will End is more than likely a continuation of Malcolm's opinions and theories that he gave everyone at the end of the last movie. While he tried to stop having the United States government relocate the dinosaurs to some secure facility, a nature preserve, Isla Sorna, or whatever that may have been, the releasing of dinosaurs in California, which resulted in the Battle at Big Rock short film, and the genetic material that was purchased at the auction in Fallen Kingdom and shipped out all around the globe, is believed by Ian Malcolm to be catastrophic for the human race. And I'm sure from his point of view, mankind and dinosaurs are not going to have an easy time getting along. At the end of the day, while this is simply a small Easter egg that's been included in the latest Jurassic World ride, I personally think it speaks volumes for what we can expect to see in the new movie. And I can't wait to see more of Malcolm in the film when it comes out in June of 22, especially now that both Grant and Sattler will be joining him on what is effectively the long list of consequences John Hammond has unwittingly let loose upon the world. These movies, man, I've been watching these since I was a kid. I've loved all of the really intricate and interesting questions that they've posed about how man is stupid in thinking that they can control or kill or make everything perfect against nature. And it's just going to be so interesting to see Dr. Malcolm not only come back, but come back in a big way and talk to the audience about, hey man, you guys don't know what the hell you're doing. But hey, those are just my own thoughts on the subject matter. Now, whatever yours happen to be, I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my parkers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it seriously means the world to me that you all continue to support what I do, and I never want you to ever forget that. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching today's video and hope you all enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in seeing me again. See you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.